over northern Gaza. We're looking at the devastation here. This is the coastal highway, and what is below us was once the area of Beit Lahia and Beit Hanun, and it is utterly devastated. Nothing left. One can see small movements of what might be Israeli military units and small encampments, but Gaza's fully destroyed. That's Beit Hanun right there. It is utterly devastated, and we're now looking over northern Gaza. This is Jabalia. I'm looking for my family's neighborhood in Gaza City, and I actually think that right there, the Birka, that water well, was very near our family's home in between the Sheikh Radwan and Yarmouk neighborhood. I see the cemetery there. See a lot of devastation. The back of the airplane is already open. I'm not sure where we'll deploy the parachutes and the pallets today, but the target changes. I see right there some smoke. Not sure what that's indicative of. Perhaps that was a fresh strike, although I understand that the airspace has to be vacated from Israeli warplanes before we and the Indonesians and the Jordanians and Germans enter. I see a lot of tents. I see people moving. This is difficult to watch. I think this is central Gaza City, and today I'm just focused on the mission here. I see what looks like trash burning, some cars moving. This might be Al Wahda Street. I see tents, devastation. I see homes that are partially destroyed. Some are fully destroyed. It is very loud in the aircraft. I'm trying to keep emotions out of this and just stay focused. This is so heartbreaking. I last was in Gaza 20 years ago. My family lost their home here. I lost over 34 of my immediate and extended family members. I see more smoke over there. Not sure what that's indicative of. These are airstrikes, or it looks like these are Israeli tanks that are moving. This is somewhere in southern Gaza. I see devastation everywhere. There doesn't seem to be much life here or much civilian movement. This is the part where Gaza's cut off, northern Gaza's cut off from the south. My family lived in northern Gaza City. I think we're approaching the El Yarmouk area. I do see movement on the highway there. I see what looks like two trucks. There might be difficult to zoom in on. I see what looks like two trucks with aid maybe on them. This is Wadi Gaza, and I see them as part of a convoy. That looks like a UN convoy, because I see the UN vehicles up front. This is Gaza's decommissioned power plant right here. You can actually see the chimneys there. This is Nusayrat. Trying to capture footage here. This is really, really incredible and remarkable to look at. See some life. I see a lot of tents here. See some people moving. There's a little less devastation here in this part of the Gaza Strip. It is so heartbreaking to be over Gaza's airspace, which I last entered 25 years ago as part of the Yasser Arafat International Airport, or the Gaza International Airport on the Palestinian Airlines. the 1 minute mark. So we're getting ready for the drop here. Looks like we're gonna drop over Nusrat or over Dar al-Balah. Trying to be mindful of the crew right here and not show their faces. So I can see Gaza right there through the hole in the back. 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. The green light. And through that gap right there, I can actually see parts of Gaza. And here we go. Bismillah. Let's see. Deployed. All good. All clear. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna now attempt to go to the back. And see the back of Gaza. The parachutes deployed correctly over there. And this is the maximum. I'm able to go to the back right here. Bismillah, Ya Rab. The parachutes deployed right there. This is the Al-Mawasi zone, the humanitarian zone right there. I'm able to see and come to the very back of the plane and see the parachutes have deployed. We were shooting for that empty spot right there, hoping that the civilian people will not be harmed. Right to our left here is the humanitarian zone of Al-Mawasi. There are hundreds of thousands of people in that zone. I am fully strapped to the craft right now, trying the scenery right here. This is incredible. It's painful. It's hard to watch. I see the chutes landing. This is absolutely sad and heartbreaking. I have my brother. This is over Khan Yunis, somewhere below us. I have what remains of my family members below us. I have my friends, all the activists who want a different future. This is what Gaza's pragmatic future looks like. The Emirati Air Force is tirelessly continuing to provide aid. We're now commencing our exit out of Gaza's airspace and headed back to the Mediterranean. To the east is Rafah City. We're getting out of Gaza's airspace right now.